Its origins are unknown, but that hasn't stopped people from sharing the theory that we can expect rain a certain period of time after we get fog. The most common time range seems to be rain 90 days after we see the fog.
My own personal theory is that it worked a couple times for a few people. And so then that legend kind of got passed on a little bit. And then, the more it's passed on, the more it becomes ingrained.
But unlike the rain clouds, Terry Lang says this theory holds no water. But we do have historical weather data from stations across the prairies, and that data tells us when we've had fog and rain. Now, if only there was someone who had crunched that data to tell us if there's a correlation.
If you're going to say it's 90 days later, it's something that is very easily testable.
Enter Philip Harder. He works at the Center for Hydrology at the University of Saskatchewan, and he's always testing things out and checking the data on his farm near Saskatoon. Harder pulled decades worth of hourly data from Environment and Climate Change Canada's website. He did it first for Saskatoon, and then other Western Canada locations like Portage-la Prairie, Moose Jaw, and Edmonton, resulting in nearly 1 million hours of observations. From there, he flagged the days that had fog and the days that had rain. And that's where the math comes in.
Saskatoon, for example, I believe, the probability that we would have rain 90 days after fog was 0.175. So there's a 17.5% chance you'd have rain.
Compare that to the general probability of rain, which turned out to be 16.5%. And it was about the same story in the other locations he surveyed. Common sense also gets in the way of this legend as well.
We had that fog at the beginning of January. It lasted a couple weeks. If you say, 90 days from there, that puts us, early April. And it often doesn't rain in early April here. We're usually, still dealing with snow.
So now the answer is less foggy. Let's just hope it didn't rain on your parade. Ethan Williams, CBC News, Regina.